Gimbal stove in action. That's working, but my flame adjust is being finicky on this stove, so I think it's time for a new one. I love the sound of a percolator in the morning. Another nice morning on the Keys. We had a few shower squalls come through, no thunder and lightning. We stayed out in the cockpit for the first one. The second one, we retreated inside. On the agenda today, we're going to go over and check out the toilet seat cut. I think we can get over there pretty close and anchor up, and then Nathan can go kayak through the cut. And maybe we'll come back over here and try to do some more fishing by the cut over here. We did catch a fish last night. Beautiful day out here on Florida Bay. Hopefully the rain will stay away. The wind will be helpful. Okay, just because you don't have a galley doesn't mean you can't eat well. So again, I think this is our last package of pork roll we're gonna have today, and now I'm mixing up pancakes. Already had our coffee and our Tuckerton Seaport cups, won in an auction a long time ago. And so I'm gonna finish mixing this up, and then it's always good if it kind of festers or rests a little bit, because you get fluffier pancakes if you didn't know that. And I'm gonna cut up the pork roll first, and we're gonna get that cooked. And while this is resting, the pork roll will be cooking. So, beautiful morning out here. We're just moving slow. We're just heading up the Key, east, back to Key Largo. So it's gonna be a short day, and actually we're gonna be sailing through an area that, gosh, years ago when Nathan was like 3 or 4, we brought our sunfish down, and I first actually timed sailing the Keys. Technically, we sailed off Key Largo. We stayed at the campground there, and I did some sailing, took the boys out for a day sail around Pigeon Key, and then I went out during one. We had a norther come through, and I went out there just whipping back and forth across the bay. Had a great time that one day. So we'll see. There was some. I remember the one day I went sailing, the wind was light, and inside along Key Largo there was some. Water was really clear, about 4 or 6 feet of water, and there were some big brain corals and stuff. So we're going to probably come off the channel, maybe try to sail in a little bit and see if the water's clear, if we can see anything. So there's breakfast. Day 4, day 5. It all starts blending together. Okay, Nathan's doing something spectacular, jumping into the water. Just a regular jump in is not good enough for him today. He's soaped up. He just kind of took a deck bath, and here he goes. Feet were way over. You're gonna get like a.
I needed to lean a little bit.
You're gonna get a 4 or 2 on that one. Here, ready?
Hold on. I ain't satisfied.
That ain't good enough, he says. We're rolling. Better.
Closer.
You didn't slap your back. You got.
Slap my legs.
Yeah, you kind of got almost a full rotation.
It's like almost a 180.
Almost a full rotation. Here. You going in again?
I'm gonna do it one more time. Yeah.
Okay, we're rolling. Here he goes.
Damn!
I don't know what that was.
That was a fail. I was trying to side flip.
Scaring the cormorant over there. Okay, I'm done. I'm taking my shower. Hanging out. Just got done having a swim. Both got a shower. Nathan's still in there snorkeling away, finding little treasures or whatever he's looking for. Breeze has picked up, so it's nice and cool. We're gonna sailing east to Largo Sound, through the cut into the eastern side of Largo Sound. We'll be taking down the bimini. We'll take off the sails and the mast, and this way we can go through that cut. It's like the bridge is only 14 foot high. So we're done with our offshore, about sailed with dolphins. Was out to the Alligator Light and enjoyed the nice sail. We motored all day yesterday and had a nice base sail yesterday. And today we should have some, I think, mostly sailing, probably just motor sailing through the cuts. Then we're going to be sailing through a section. I came down to Key Largo when Nathan was like 4 or 5 and had him and my other son, Sammy. We had our sunfish down. We stayed at a campground with my in-laws. We did some sailing around Pigeon Keys. So it's going to be, we're going to sail in the area. My technically first sail in the Keys. This is really my third sail, even though they were just day sails. So, but beautiful day out on Florida Bay. Boat's doing well. Still shipping a little water when we're cruising. Water comes in the back drains, the cockpit drains. Some of that's leaking into the lazarette, so I'm gonna have to take those drains apart when we get her out of the water at home and rebed all those new 3 or 520 or whatever that stuff is. So it doesn't leak anymore. I'm probably gonna replace the hose again. I did that about 6-7 years ago, so I gotta do something with that. But right now I'm gonna enjoy the day. It's about 1 o'clock already, so I'm hoping about another hour here. We gotta mosey. So, but it's really nice here. This is very similar to being in Jersey, up in New Jersey, Barnegat Bay. Water's a little clearer though. Sometimes it gets clear like this for us, but I bet it's always like this here. So we'll see. I remember in Largo Sound, the water was actually pretty clear there on the inside. I mean, on Key Largo on the inside. So it'll be interesting to see how that is. I remember sailing, having clearer than it is right now. So we'll soon find out. And before we leave, I want to head over to Toilet Bowl Cut. Got some jet skis coming through. So that's the next thing we're going to go check out before we officially head east.
I think we got some kayakers up ahead. What? Kayakers to the left.
Yeah, I see them.
They do. Okay, it's starting to get shallow.
Draw more than us. We probably could actually get through that, I think. Zoom on the toilet, take a picture. A couple pictures. We're in 37. So on our last day of our key sail, May 2019, coming through the Ram's Horn Cut and heading back east to Key Largo Sound. So the breeze is definitely picked up. Nathan is back at the helm. We just went over, took a look at the toilet seat cut. It was interesting, but we didn't go through. We're on our way. The wind's going to stay just as it is. Nice broad reach and reaches the whole way. And the storms
Stay away.
It's a nice light chop, nice breeze, super cool. And one thing about a little later start, after 2, is we're under the Bimini. And we get the advantage of the breeze, but not getting baked. I love the sun and tan, but it's no fun getting fried. Woohoo! You better release a little bit of the chip too. So, off on another daily adventure in the Florida Keys. Hydrate here in the Florida Keys. Always good, drinks a lot of water.
Sponsor me now, Gene. Sponsor me.
Open runner. Back to motor sailing the cuts. I think after this one, we're going to have a decent tack. We'll be able to shut our motor down and enjoy. But water's nice. Nice breeze. Shade under the Bimini. Chatting with the cormorant. It's a good day.
It's windy.
Windy, yes. Good day. We're inside, not outside today. Nice light chop, but nice breeze, keeping us cool.
Keeps the greenheads away.
Yes, or whatever. They're not really greenheads. They're kind of like brownheads, but they're bloodsuckers, just the same. Sing anyway.
Alright, I'm gonna grab the pole now.
Back to sailing. Sing anyway. Nathan's gonna throw our line in. See if we catch anything. Do a little trolling out here in Florida Bay. You never know. We are in the channel. Just a little bit of Kenny. Pigeon Key is when we came down to Sunfish to Key Largo, camping at one summer about, I think, over 15 years ago. Me and the boys sailed around Pigeon Key with my Sunfish, and out over there, a couple of the mangroves islands. I remember coming out here and the water just looking so big and deep. We didn't sail too far over there because Sunfish doesn't look too big out here. It looks like the water goes on forever, and it's just Florida Bay. But another nice day out here. Back sailing on, I don't know, would it be like a poop deck, the lazarette? My lazarette poop deck, you know. I like the perspective, it's really nice up here. We did lose one sail slide, died, so I've been thinking I need to replace them, so I'm gonna have to order replacements, and I'm gonna replace all of them, the slides. And actually, the reefing lines have seen better days also, so I'm gonna probably redo them all with some new line for this coming season, or home season of sailing. So, just having a nice sail on Florida Bay. Back to slogging motor sailing up to Key Largo here. Passing Pigeon Key. Got like another probably 20 minutes so we can make our turn and get back into just sailing. There's another tight cut I know because I've sailed through my sunfish coming up. But motor sailing. That's what I got to say about that. Campground we stayed at that one time is right here. Should be able to sail after this turn. Finally got the motor off again, so we should be able to sail until we get to the cuts we can't get through. There's I think it's the Marriott now, where our campground we stayed at about like 16 years ago. We came out here sailing with the sunfish I had said earlier. We sailed out here, down by around Pigeon Key. And I actually came up and I did sail the sunfish through this cut and kind of up along the mangroves. So, came out here during a northern front, which is blowing down here, and I just was whipping back and forth across this little section, having a blast of a time. So at least we get some sailing here. Still no fish, but we know the orange one does work. Hold on, got a puff. Gotta love those puffs. Always happen when you're filming. Our last section is real sailing here on our trip to the Keys. So the rest of that gets pretty tight. We'll probably just pull the sails and motor that whole way. It's not even gonna be worth motor sailing. There's one little stretch, and then it's all really tight. So got one last sail, and I think we're actually doing early dinner. And then after we get all that done, more cormorants. Said lots of cormorants. I didn't see one seagull today, so kind of weird.
I think I've seen one the entire trip.
Yeah, I saw two that when we were out in Hawk Channel. So it's nice. Still no fish, maybe a bite possibly here or there, but nothing grabbed it. Like last night, that one grabbed when we passed the channel marker after coming through the cut. Like that was a definite. Even I knew he had a fish on. So a little mutton or mangrove snapper we let go, but Nathan at least did get to catch him, so it's a little bit better. This just stays nice and steady. We're getting a lot of puffs, but now we're in the middle. Hope it's gonna be a little better. Nice day out here.
Parasailing back there.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they weren't. Now they're out in the middle. After we came by, it would have been neat if they would have been out as we came through.